Good morning. My name is Santosh. I'm going to talk about the various modern agriculture practices that are taken place in India. The new technology adopted in the Indian agriculture during the 1960s is consisted of several ingredients like HYV seeds, chemical fertilizers, pesticides, irrigation and improved machines and tools like tractors, pump sets, etc. All these together are termed as package program. If any of those elements is missing, there will be no significant remarkable impact on productivity per hectare of land. The basic features of modern agricultural techniques are HYV seeds. The HYV seeds are like the hybrid seeds that are used that can be really be helpful in the agriculture because it can increase the yield and more food can be grown within a short period of time and more yield can be obtained from it. That's why we see under the new agricultural strategy, special emphasis has been placed on the development and widespread adoption of high yielding varieties of seeds. Production of improved seeds, HYV seeds, was encouraged by both the central and the state governments. As a result, the use of HYV seeds has increased from 25 lakhs quintals in 1981 to 105 lakhs quintals in 2003 to 4. The use of these seeds lead to multiple cropping. And the second one that we are going to talk about is chemical fertilizers. Chemical fertilizers has been really useful to remove the harmful substances from the agricultural crop area that can lead to loss in the growth of the plants. Indian soil is deficient in nitrogen and phosphorus, and this deficiency can be reduced by increasing the use of chemical fertilizers. Thus, traditional fertilizers are replaced by chemical fertilizers. Multiple cropping is possibly one way by using the chemical fertilizers in a large extent. And the third modern practice that we are going to talk about is the irrigation techniques. In ancient times, people used agriculture directly. They should use water from the river, but by modern techniques in the development of technology, we can use pipes to take water from the water source, and we can feed it directly to the agriculture area. Increase in agriculture production and productivity depends on the availability of water. Moreover, the use of HYV seeds and chemical fertilizers require adequate supply of water in the cultivable is the basic requirement for successful implementation of green revolution. In India, still today, 60% of the grass encouraged area are dependent on the gambling of monsoon. So we can see by this technique that the monsoon is the main dependent on India. So in increasing the irrigation technologies, we can become independent of the monsoon and we can increase the yield. And the fourth we are going to talk about is the pesticides. Pesticides are defined as any substance or mixture of several substances which prevent the HYV seeds and the plants from diseases and unwanted pest attacks. Pesticides are generally used to avoid the pests which can harm the growth of the plant. That can also be affect the growth of the plant because they can attack the plant and they can eat the seeds or something like that. Thus, the use of various types of chemical pesticides compounds for controlling pest attacks is an essential element of modern agricultural technique. And the final technique that we are going to talk about is the multiple cropping. In the ancient times, people didn't have many technologies like we have today, so they were only dependent on a single crop for yield, and that was very dangerous because if there's one possibility that the yield cannot be bad, so that people cannot have complete yields. So multiple cropping is a technique that can be used to plant many plants at the same time, so different yields can be useful for the promise. India enjoys tropical and subtropical climatic conditions. Therefore, there are huge potentialities to grow crops on a year-round basis. However, 80% of the annual rainfall is received in less than 4 months. Hence, multiple cropping is generally not possible. However, the success implementation of the package program through intensive cultivation can make environment to grow crops one time during a year in several parts of India. And then these are the some of the yeah, important modern techniques that are implemented today in India to increase the cultivation and the yield in India. Thank you.